Ships to the roads to the air. AAA is expecting a record amount of travel this holiday week. They anticipate a nearly 2% increase in traveling Americans compared to last year. According to AAA, with more travelers comes more of a crash risk. They say speed, impairment, and distraction are the three most likely causes for a crash. They suggest traveling under the speed limit in inclement weather, which could be possible this week and weekend.
Thanksgiving is the biggest holiday travel period of the entire year. It's bigger than all the other holidays, Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. And this year's no exception. We're going to see a record number of travelers this Thanksgiving. Almost 80 million Americans are going to travel 50 miles or more over the holiday period. And this is the first year that we've kind of extended the holiday period. So we're now forecasting from the Tuesday before Thanksgiving to the Monday after.
Goodman and AAA have noticed since the pandemic, folks are generally spending more time away from work during the week of Thanksgiving.